On May 8th, 2022, people witnessed Speedrunning History. The world's first completion of Super Mario 64 with all 120 stars was achieved, while entirely blindfolded. Now, 4 years later, I'm happy to announce that we are going to do it again and break this record once and for all in the biggest blindfolded speedrun grind you will likely ever see. My name is Bubzia. I am the guy who speedruns games blindfolded, and I am very happy to announce the date for the first of many blindfolded 120-star speedruns. Mark your calendars, 5th of September 2026 is gonna be the big day. Now, I wanted to make a bit of an announcement video because there are many questions from the community that I want to answer and give you a bit of a recap of what happened so far and what's about to happen. Since I performed the big world first blindfolded completion in 2022, I have steadily improved in the game over the years and improved basically every single world record that was standing at the time in Super Mario 64. We had huge grinds for the sub 20 minute 16-star time, the big 70-star world record grind that ended in a 1 hour and 16 minute run. I optimized 1 star to a sub 10 minute time, and I even swept the entire leaderboard, including a world's first 0-star run. The only world record that I have never touched again was 120 star, and for a good reason: time. 120 star is such an incredibly massive project which takes years of practice and constant training to be able to even start running. And during those years, next to my day job, IRL stuff and other stream content, I just couldn't afford to even think about 120 star. But that did change in January 2025 when I announced that I'm starting to stream full time. Since our community steadily grew, I was able to take the leap of faith and make blindfolded speedrunning literally my career, which I'm forever grateful for. And you might have guessed it already, that meant that I finally have time to work on a project that everyone wanted to see again since so long. A properly optimized blindfolded 120-star speedrun. So, long story short, I have been quite literally optimizing every single star, researching new techniques and practicing everything, every single day for 3 to 4 hours since early 2025. That is around 1.5 years of practice for the upcoming run on the 5th of September. The run has changed a lot. Honestly, the game is quite unrecognizable. Over the last year, we have brought down the sum of best of 120 star from around 7 hours to close to 4 hours, which means with a bit of grinding, we might actually see an around 6-hour completion in real time in the near future. That would basically halve the 11.5-hour world record from 2022, which is bonkers. And that brings me to the next point, with a bit of grinding. This time, I will not only do one run and call it a day. I plan to actually grind this category, potentially every week 1 run or so, until we get a really good time. I want to make the most out of the thousands of hours that I put into practicing for this, so I definitely make sure to get at least a few months of runs in. My goal and dream is to make the first run on the 5th of September kind of a special event to kick off the big grind. It's going to be a weekend stream. I try to spread the word about it as much as I can. We have official star sponsors, and it's just gonna be a kind of no reset celebration without breaks to try to beat the world record on the first try. After that, we will keep it much more low-key and probably run on Thursdays and normal stream times without much fuss about it. Oh yeah, and if you haven't heard about it yet, we do have star sponsors to support me and the grind a bit. For as little as $3, you can become an official sponsor of a star in the run and receive special shoutouts during the big event for that star. All you gotta do is sign up for my Patreon and fill out the form there, links in the description. Be quick though, as already more than 80 of 120 stars are taken and it's only less than 2 weeks left until the big run. I would really appreciate any kind of support for this huge project. It took a gigantic time and effort. Anyways, this is kind of the basic info I can give you about the grind that is about to commence. I'm sure this will be one for the history books, so definitely make sure to tune into the streams here on YouTube or Twitch or TikTok or wherever else you would like to watch. To finish things off, I want to give you a super short recap for each stage and what are the major changes that you can expect for the 120-star run. This way, you can watch and enjoy the runs without having to know the stream context of the past 2 years. Starting with Bob on Battlefield. Most stars have become slightest bit faster, but 100 coins definitely had the biggest glow up with a completely new route. We are unfortunately bound to RNG by doing a little Koopa blue coin casino in the beginning. Even with that, coin count is very tight and this is actually the slowest star in the entire game right now. Womps also has improved a lot in terms of speed, so much that we can beat the entire stage in 6 minutes now. 100 coins had major reroutes and we actually start on the left side of the stage now, for example. CCM had one of the biggest improvements in the entire run. With the new technique of CLCs that Dusserbite discovered, we finally have a relatively consistent slide for 100 coins. Penguin Skip still sucks though. In Jolly Rogers Bay, again, major improvements all throughout, but 100 coins had some serious improvements and has been lowered from a 16-minute world record to only 8 minutes. JRB Ship on the other hand is probably one of the worst stars in the entire game now. Wingcap Reds. Oh boy, I don't even know what to say here. Let's say the hardest star from 2022 got scientifically solved by our friend Nico with some minor contributions of other community members and myself. The star is actually semi-consistent now. There is too much to talk about this star though, honestly. I will very likely make a 2-hour documentary about this star alone in the near future, so keep an eye on that. Next up is Basement, which remains the hardest part of the run. Shifting Sandland. The entire stage had incredible improvements in every single star. 100 coins is now officially crowned the hardest star in the game though. There is randomness, super tight movement and a ton of possibilities to die and fail. iRock got completely solved with a no input strategy with crazy manipulation. Red coins is still difficult like hell, but the Pyramid Climb, for example, has become a sub 1 minute star, which is super fast. Lethal Lava Land, also here, not sure where to start. Tiny Bullies is fast enough and consistent enough to be included in close to all major categories now. And 100 coins was back in the days considered one of the, if not the hardest star in the game. Now, the world record for that star is a pitiful 5 minutes. Definitely one of the most improved stars compared to 2022, but that took its price. It's been probably the star we have worked on the longest, with the most reroutes and still potential alternatives open as we speak. Hazy Maze Cave is a very chill stage besides 100 coins, which is tight on coins and especially difficult on the blue coin switch, similar to 2022. But even so, a billion times easier to perform nowadays. Dire Docks, my eternal nightmare. It was dog shit back in the days and it still is now. Though theoretically speaking, every single star has been kind of solved. 100 coins is sub 10 minutes now, with consistent strategies all over the place, so it might not even be in the top 3 hardest stars anymore. Manta Ray has been fully solved by Dusserbite and is not completely random anymore. For reference, we lost around 20 minutes to the star in 2022, and all the other stars are kind of chill too. I just personally really hate this stage. In Wet Dry World, we had a lot of general optimizations in every star, but nothing too outstanding. The Tunnel of Doom is still going to be the #1 reset point in 100 coins. Tiny Huge Island's 100 coin star is RNG heavy with Goomba blue coins, but we found so many good strats that it likely won't even matter. Other than that, the infamous Koopa race is also finally in an acceptable state after what feels like years of improvement, and the rest of the stars should be fine too. Tall Mountain also has bonkers strats in 100 coins now. The slide is unrecognizable for any SM64 player probably. The beginning gets all the coins with only one input, and the entire second slide part is a no input strategy. The hard part is getting it set up though, as you need to normalize on an invisible wall on top of the arch here. After that, it's free real estate though. Snowman's Land. Now this is the moment I was waiting for. Do you remember SL100, which took me more than an hour to complete in 2022? We died twice with 80 plus coins, it was a horrible experience for everyone involved. And now? It is the fastest 100 coin star in the entire game, with a time of only 2 minutes and a few seconds. What? You might ask? Well, I made a full video about it, check it out, but we are cloning Blindfolded now. Rainbow Ride. Honestly, not too much has changed besides making everything faster and more consistent. We got a bit of a new route for 100 coins, but nothing groundbreaking. To everyone's disappointment though, I unfortunately have to inform you that we are not doing carpetless. TikTok Clock had its major glow up in the recent 70-star grind with the TTC Revolution, where we changed every single star to use the left side beginning for speed. 100 coins is relatively similar to how it was, just very fast and consistent now. And that's basically it. I'm super excited for the big run on the 5th of September and hope to see many of you there. Definitely make sure to check out my Patreon posts about this run in the description. They are free to read and maybe you can still snatch a star for yourself. Huge shoutouts to all the new members who have signed up, with special thanks to Gaige, FirstClassCitizen, Marcus Venturini, Boris, KingReubs, Sara and FoamQueen. To finish things off, I posted a little Q&A recently, which I already mostly tried to answer in the video, but here are some interesting questions and answers in written form. Thank you so much and see you soon with more Blindfolded awesomeness. Bye bye.